Folks, hello and welcome to your Topic 7 midweek bonus. What I thought I would do for this week is show you how to get started on this Q exercise that you have for turn in on Wednesday. As I mentioned in my week 7 announcement, I thought it would be helpful for you all to go into Cengage and pull down an Excel file titled finite. And what I want to do to get started is show you how to find that. So I'm going to log into Cengage. And I apologize for a couple extra strokes here, but I think this will be helpful for everyone. Okay, so once you get to this site, if you go to, you should have a link titled My Library. And then let's see, quantitative methods for business. Click on resources. And then if you go down to the bottom, you have the options for the companion site. I have my instructor site. You have a student companion site. If you click there, and let's see, this week is chapter 15. And then we should have some options that load here. If you go over and click on web files, there's a zip file that will have to be opened. And in there is a series of Excel files. The one that you want to open up is finite. And when you get in there, if you want to use this file, you will have to accept and enable the macros that are in here. And I think probably everybody has already enabled macros in their Excel file. If not, you can do a quick internet search and figure out how to enable the macros so that you can run this spreadsheet. And let's see, I have a version already open. And as you've gone through the reading this week, in order to generate Q characteristics, there are some items that you need to know about the situation that you're analyzing in order to get these Q characteristics. And I apologize for this annoying little pop-up window. Number of servers, arrival rate, into the queue, service rate, to be performed, whatever service it is you're receiving, and then population size. Again, in the myriad of queues that we've looked at or will look at this week, the computations for the queue characteristics down here will depend on the type of queue that you have. In this case, as you go through the reading of this case problem, you'll notice that the population size is finite and it is 10. So let's see, just to get going here on these inputs that you need in order to get Q characteristics, we know that we have one server. In the reading of the problem, it says that the service technician gets a call every 50 hours. So 1 over 50 is 0.02 calls per hour. And then it says in order for the technician to provide service, the typical travel time is about 1 hour from his or her location to the site where the maintenance will be performed. And then the maintenance is typically about 90 minutes or an hour and a half. So the total, between transit and service, that's 2.5 hours. So the number of calls that a technician can complete in 1 hour will be 1 divided by 2.5, which is 0.4. And then we know we have a population size of 10 customers. And so once you go through that, you will get your Q characteristics. And these are all fairly consistent depending on, or I should say, regardless of the type of Q that you have. But again, in this case, they're simply calculated different based on the fact that the population size is finite. Let's see, is there anything to remark on here? Let me just make a point here about the average time a customer spends in the waiting line. The way that you should interpret 1.6 hours is that when if you are a customer and you make a call, you should assume that the technician is currently on a call, and it will be 1.6 hours before the technician leaves that job and spends another hour to get to your location. So as you think about that this week, remember that effectively the average time is this 1.6 hours plus an additional hour in order for the technician to get to your location. And that will be something that you'll want to think about when you're asked the question, can a technician get to, on average, can he or she get to a location within 3 hours? And there are also some financial questions that you're going to be asked in here. I will leave this to you. These are simply based on some values, or I should say cost values, that are given to you in the statement of the problem. But this will also be helpful for you too as you go through the case study. So I hope this is helpful. This will be I think this will be fun. A fun little task. Obviously, there's a little bit of writing to go with it, but I think it's a good way to get some understanding of this Q modeling and how it might be supportive to each of us in our own business life. So have fun with this. If we have any questions, let's post them on the board. And otherwise, take care, have a great week, and God bless.